In this video, I will explain structures in C++, a powerful way to create custom data types. A structure in C++ is used to define a custom data type that combines multiple variables of same or different data types under a single name. Now let's see how structures work in C++. We'll define a very simple structure with name S. To define a structure S, we first need to write the keyword struct and then the name of the structure after space. Struct space S. This left curly bracket starts the body of the structure S. The right curly bracket closes or ends the body of structure S. And then a semicolon needs to be inserted after the body. The semicolon is part of syntax and is compulsory. Inside the body of structure, we need to write declarations of all the variables that are part of structure. The data type of the variables may be same or different depending upon the requirements. Here for simplicity, we will use only two variables with integer data types, int x and int y. The variables written inside the body of structure are called member variables or data members of structure. So here we have defined a structure of our custom data type S. We can say that the name of the structure is S, or we can say that the name of our custom data type is S. Both ways are correct. So S is the name of our custom data type and struct is the keyword used to create or define its structure. This complete block is called definition of the structure. The definition of structure only acts as a template or blueprint and no memory is allocated for its storage. It cannot be used directly in a program and we have to create the variables to use it. Now let's create a variable of data type S. The variable can be created in a similar way as base data type variables are created. First we need to write data type and then the name of the variable. Here we have used S1 for variable's name. So S is our data type and S1 is the variable of this data type. So we have created a variable S1 of data type S. When a variable is created, only then memory space is allocated to store the variable according to its size. As there are two integer data members of the structure, each with 4 bytes in size, so total 8 byte space will be allocated to store the variable S1 of the data type S. A compiler may also add additional bytes in size for memory alignment, which will be explained later. And even if the structure is empty inside the definition, even then 1 byte memory space is allocated to store its variable in C++. These all concepts related to size will be explained in my later lectures. To access data members of structure, dot operator is used. Let's access data members x and y of S1 and initialize them to some values. First S1 dot x equals to 10, then S1 dot y equals to 20. 8 byte memory space is allocated for S1 and the values of data members x and y of S1 are stored in memory. Let's create another variable S2 of data type S. Again, separate memory space is allocated to store S2. Let's initialize its data members x and y to 50 and 100. The memory space for S2 is separate, and the memory space holds the values for data members x and y of S2. So for two variables S1 and S2 of data type S, each with its own data members x and y, two separate memory spaces are allocated of 8 bytes each. In addition to data members or member variables, a structure can have member functions as well. Now let's add a member function show in our structure to show the values of its data members. Inside the structure, we have written function definition of function show. It will not return any value. Inside the definition, we have displayed the values of its data members x and y. Now we don't need to use dot operator here because any function that is member of the structure can access its members without dot operator. Now if we create variable s1 of data type s, then by using dot operator we can call member function show. Here name of our variable is s1, so by using s1 dot show, its member function show can be called just like its data members. Now let's write a complete simple code and observe the output for better understanding. Here we have defined a structure as globally before main function so that it is accessible throughout the code. The structure definition of our data type S consists of two data members x and y and one member function show. The execution of code starts from main. When s space s1 is executed, then a variable s1 of data type s with data members x and y is created and memory space is allocated. The instruction s1.x equals to 40 will initialize the data member x of s1 to 40, and the instruction s1.y equals to 50 will initialize the data member y of s1 to 50, and memory contents are updated accordingly. s1.show will call member function show for s1. Inside the definition, cout will display value of x of s1 at output. So 40 will appear at output and cursor will be moved to next position. The next instruction cout y will display value of y at s1, y of s1 at output. So 50 will appear at output. The closing bracket of function definition will return the code to the next instruction that is written after function call. Here for simplicity, I am showing function as part of S1 in memory, but in reality only a single copy of each member function is stored for all variables of structure. Upon execution of return 0, the program will be terminated and the control is returned back to the operating system.